Welcome back to another cleaning video. I did recently upload a version of this on my main channel, but I thought I would upload it here as well for anyone that doesn't follow me over there and for anyone who prefers this format of cleaning motivation videos. I recently have been doing a bit of a bedroom makeover, so that means I've been painting the walls and I've had a lot of equipment in here, and it was time to start taking some of it out. I needed to get rid of some of the extra paint cans that I wasn't using, take out some of the rubbish from all of the painter's tape that I'd used, and I just needed to get it out so that I could get in and start cleaning some other parts of my room. After getting rid of all of my painting equipment, the first place I started was my dresser, mostly because this is my favorite part of my room and it's still a little bit of a work in progress. I feel like the styling is coming together, and then of course I cleaned my mirror and then moved on to my desk. My desk is okay. I don't love it. I definitely want to look at a few more organizational things to help me keep it more clean than what it is. I feel like there's a lot of clutter right now and it's just not how I want it. So I am working on that still, but this is part of the room that I've been working on the most lately, and I wanted to get it clean first. Another one of my favorite parts to my cleaning routine is my clothes washing. I feel like this is something a lot of people hate, but for some reason it's my favorite. I just feel so accomplished when I do my clothes washing. I did the load a day or two before I did this clean, and so all I had to do was put it away on this day, but honestly, once everything has been put away, it just feels like I've done so much, even though it's such a small thing. I feel like for a little while my bed was just a bit of a disaster. There was this beautiful patterned bedspread and it was really nice, but once I painted the wall green, it just became a little too much in here. I have changed it and I now have a plain white bedspread. I mean, it has a pattern in it, but it does look a lot nicer than the very colorful bedding. I still had at this point the drop sheet because I still needed to finish the tiny piece of wall above the cupboards. Thankfully, that is now gone, and once I got the sheet out, it's become so much more neat and organized in here. Then it was on to my bedside table. I really like to do cross stitch and a variety of different other arts and crafts like paint by numbers and things in my downtime, but I do like cross stitch, and there is one project I'm working on at the moment. The storage I have for it is terrible. It's literally all just shoved into a Ziploc bag, but I had to pack that all up and I've stored it in the bottom drawer of my side table, but that's a work in progress. I need to figure out some better system for that. And I just find bedside tables accumulate so much dust so quickly, and I feel like I need to wipe them down at least once a week. You know what? I actually know exactly why there was so much dust on everything on this particular week. I opened my windows and then it got really, really windy and everything is so dry and dusty here, and so much dirt blew in through the windows. Even though I didn't even have them open that far, everything needed to be wiped down. So I actually ended up pulling everything out of my wardrobe and I wiped down every single shelf. And As you can see, there was a lot of dirt that ended up on these wipes. I've just been using wet wipes. I know they're not the best to use because again, they're disposable. I'm not the biggest fan of disposable cleaning products, but sometimes they are just really easy and quick. I also thought I would do a quick laptop clean. Someone asked me on Instagram the other day what products I use to clean my laptop, and honestly, it's just one of the wet wipes to do all of the keys and everything. And then for the screen, which I know this is so bad, I use paper towel and Windex, and I have to work at it. It doesn't work in one go. You do have to go over it a couple of times to get it pretty clear because you end up with smudge marks like on it all the time. But yeah, as bad as that is for the screen, I honestly just use paper towel and Windex. Like, please don't hate me, but I would like to invest into some better cleaning products. Next up, it's time to vacuum. This is another one of my favorite parts of cleaning. Everything just feels really clean when you get all the dirt and fluff off the floor. I am using this LG stick vacuum. Super pretty, right? Like, it's bright red, really pretty. I don't know exactly what model it is, but what I like about it is it comes with 2 batteries. So one battery is charging all the time, and then you just swap it out when you need to. I'm a big fan of Dyson stick vacuums. I personally have a Dyson and I love it, but you do have to plug it in to charge it. So it's great that this one has the extra battery so it can just go a lot further than one that has to be charged. But I did a good vacuum of the floor, again, because there was so much dust and dirt in here from the wind. Then it was time to do a little mopping. I'm using a Swiffer mop and floor wipes. You can get cheaper versions in like the Coles or Woolworths brand if you're here in Australia, rather than buying the actual Swiffer brand. Again, I don't love these because they are disposable, but they're so easy, especially when you're doing such a small space. So I decided, because I'm just doing this part of my room, it would be easier to use the little Swiffer thing. When I'm using a Swiffer, there is a little hack that I like to do, and I've talked about this before. I like to carry a little container of water with me and pour some down so that the Swiffer head can soak it up, and I just find that it goes so much further when I do this. And if I don't do that, then it dries up really quickly, and then I'd be using a million of them, and it just seems really, really wasteful. I have to say, one of my favorite things about being back in Australia is being able to go to Kmart. I got this mirror for $45. It's amazing. And no, unfortunately, Kmart here in Australia is not the same as Kmart in the US. They're 2 entirely different companies. They just happen to have the same name. Kmart in Australia is very similar to US Target, which I love Target. It's great. I still think Kmart is better. I don't think any country in the world has anything quite like Kmart. So if you live here in Australia, be so thankful every day that you have such a great place like Kmart to shop from. After my bedroom, it was time to move on to the bathroom. It was a bit of a disaster. I really hadn't had a chance to get in and clean or organize anything since moving back. And my mum has this really big Monstera plant right in the middle of the walkway because nobody else uses this bathroom. When no one else is here, it never gets used. So now that I'm here, I am using it every day, and I have to constantly walk over the Monstera. So it's time to switch it out, put in a different plant that gives me a little bit more room in there. I need to do some clothes washing. I need to get out the old towels. I need to get in and clean everything and reorganize the drawers because it's just chaos. First things first, get rid of all of the clothes, the towels, even get rid of the Monstera. I need the space. I need the space to be able to get in and do things. The first thing I'm going to do is the shower. Now, this shower is one of the worst showers I've ever had. I don't know why the builders did what they did, but essentially it is just a little square section in the corner of the room. There is one sheet of glass to the side, and then there is nothing at the front. Yes, the tiles are slanted down in towards the middle of the drain, but there's nothing stopping the water from coming out into the rest of the bathroom, and it is so annoying. So whenever you shower, you have to put down a bath mat. That bath mat basically ends up soaked, and you either need to take it outside to dry, put it in front of the fire if it's the middle of winter, or just hang it back up over the railing and hope and pray that it dries. But it makes things really annoying because you do have to wash towels so much more often with this shower because they just get so gross from all the excess water they're soaking up. Then it was time to move on to the sink. The sink has been so bad. I had products absolutely everywhere. It was time to clear out the products. I had a few that I'd finished, so I needed to throw those out, declutter those, get rid of them. And then it was time to clean and organize the drawers. So the drawers have had a bunch of, random stuff in there, some things from whenever my brothers come and visit and whatnot, some of my old things as well. And so I took everything out of the drawers. Both of these drawers have their own divider system, like it came with the unit. I don't know where the unit's from or anything like that. I wish I could tell you, but I played around with the little dividers and I created what I feel was a pretty organized space. And now the top of the sink has no more products on it. It's completely clear and it stayed clear. And then the drawers, oh my gosh, they're so organized. I have like feminine hygiene products, I have skincare sections, I have teeth related items, I have hair care, skincare, all of that in the top drawer. In the bottom drawer, I have some miscellaneous products that I think are my brother's products. I have spare toothbrushes and things like that for when people come to stay. I have my own little miscellaneous drawer at the back that has like nail polish and an extra brush head for my hair tool and things like that. I also have my hair tools and then my contact lenses. And I am so happy with this bathroom organization. It completely has changed it in here. And since doing it, everything has stayed organized. And that's when you know it's good organization, when things stay organized. So I'm really, really happy with it. Then it's time to clean the toilet, which is not the favorite task, probably the least favorite task out of everything. I actually do really like to use disposable wipes for this section just because it is a lot grosser than anywhere else in the house, and I feel that that's the one place that it's very, very easy to wipe it down, throw it out. So I do use disposable wipes for the toilet. I do need to get some more cleaning products though. I'm pretty sure the toilet actual scrub stuff that you put in the toilet is almost out, so I need to find a new one of those. And then after the toilet, I mopped the floors, let them dry for a little while. They were taking such a long time to dry on this particular day. And then the fun part where I get to bring in fresh bath mats and new towels and everything. So the color scheme I decided to go with was yellow, bright yellow for my towel, mixed with the like pastel turquoisey green striped chevron I think it is, bath mat, and a grey similar patterned bath mat. These are from when I used to live in Melbourne so many years ago. And I brought in a snake plant. I feel like the snake plant is so much better. It's a little dead, it's a little dying, it needs some love, but we're gonna work on it, bring it to life. And now the bathroom just feels so fresh. It's completely organized and it's clean and it's neat and it's just so much easier to navigate in there. To finish up the day, I have to hang out the washing that I put on earlier. I would have hung it outside, but we've recently had some bushfires and it's been pretty smoky outside, so I couldn't hang it outside. So I have this rack. I actually have no idea where this rack is from, but it's very, very cute. The only thing I don't really like is that some of the rails sit directly above the other rails and it's not spaced properly to allow the clothes to hang without touching each other. As you can see, the very front two are touching each other. I don't like that. But outside of that, it's very cute. And sometimes we just like cute things in our homes, you know? But I hung out my washing and then that was pretty much it for the day. I think I called it a day after this. So I hope you have enjoyed this cleaning motivation video. I will try to be back next week with a whole new one, and I will see you very, very shortly.